Hey there, I'm Silvio Porcellana. I've created the ChatbotsBuilder platform, and in this video I want to show you how you can use Zapier to integrate any chatbot that you will build with practically any app that has a Zapier trigger or action, which means a ton of web apps and marketing automation tools like MailChimp, Trello, Aweber, Google Sheets, Slack, and anything else. If you don't know what Zapier is, you can check it out at zapier.com, fall in love with it, and then come back here. I'll wait for you in this video. If you already use it and know what it is, you know how powerful it can be because it allows you to integrate and link together different web apps, chaining them together. For example, so collecting a lead on a web form or with a chatbot, as we will do later in this video. And then send it to a MailChimp list, for example, or use it to create a new Trello card to send a message on a Slack channel or whatever else. What we will do in this video is two things. First of all, we will create an integration where you will use a form, a chatbot form, asking your visitors some questions, collecting this data, and first of all, sending it to a Google Sheet, saving it there. We will then send a Slack message in a channel alerting us that somebody has filled this form. And then we will reply to the user, so send a message to the user who filled originally the form, acknowledging that we received the message and thanking him and telling him that the message has been saved and somebody has been alerted on Slack. So this will be our first Zapier integration. Then we will do another integration using Trello this time. So we will create a new card in a Trello board, in a Trello list, in a Trello board, every time somebody will trigger a reply on one of our chatbots, which will contain a specific tag. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed and let's go to the platform. First of all, let's start from the platform and let's check out what a form is. On the ChatbotsBuilder platform, you can very easily create triggers with different behaviors, and one of them is the form, an extremely powerful and flexible way to collect data from your visitors. The way a form works is that after you have said the word that will trigger it on Messenger, you add questions. Imagine them as the fields of a web form you will find on a page or on a website. These questions will be asked to the user who is chatting with your bot, one after the other. Once all questions have been answered, the user will be presented with a summary of what he has entered and he will be able to confirm the data and send it or not. At that point, the magic happens. You can receive this data via email, send it directly to MailChimp, or, as we are going to do here, send it and process it with Zapier. So, let's check a very simple yet complete form we already have, one we have created for the chatbot of a demo web agency. As you see here, the fields are email address, the project or request description, the budget available, and some comments. Now, this is all we have to do on the platform. All the rest of the integration and magic will be done on Zapier, so let's head over there and let's search for the ChatbotsBuilder integration. Here it is. Let's click on it, and here you see the different triggers and action we can use. We will choose now the form submitted one. Here, we choose the account we want to use. When you will do this the first time, the system will ask you for an API key that you can get from the platform in your account and that you need to copy and paste. That is all. Let's select the account we want to use and move on. Now, it's time to tell Zapier what page and trigger we want to use for this integration. So let's use these drop-downs here to choose the correct chatbot. We select the one for our dummy web agency and the trigger we want to use, the one with the form. Okay, let's confirm everything and voila, the trigger, which is in Zapier where an integration starts from and gets its data, has been created. Now, we said that we want to send this data first of all to a Google spreadsheet, so let's choose Google Sheet as the action app, like this. Then here, we tell Zapier that we want to add a new row in a spreadsheet, and then after we have confirmed the account we want to use, we select the document and the sheet, like this. As you see, we have already prepared a spreadsheet with one column for each field in the form. Now we need to link the form fields to these columns so that the data that will be collected will end up in the correct column. And we can do this by clicking on these buttons here and then selecting the appropriate form field like this. Okie dokie, so let's continue. We can skip the test, and there it is. Our first action is completed and ready to be used. We want to now add another step in our chain, a message in a Slack group whenever somebody fills this form. So let's add a new action and let's choose Slack. Let's select the send channel message action. Let's confirm the account, and then we can just very quickly choose the options we want, like the channel where we want the message to be sent and the message that we actually want to receive. Again, let's skip the test and continue, saving this other step. Now, the last step is to go back to ChatbotsBuilder and use it to send the user a confirmation message that his data has been stored and that somebody has been alerted via Slack. So let's add a final action, choosing again ChatbotsBuilder, but this time using it not as a trigger, so as the source of the data, as the start of a Zap, but rather as a destination of some data. We choose here the send reply action, again confirming the account, and here we need to provide two pieces of information. The recipient ID, which is basically the user to which this message will be sent on Messenger, and the message body. But where do we get the recipient ID? We get it from our initial trigger. When ChatbotsBuilder first sends the form, it sends also the ID of the user that generated that form. So we can use it here and in any other step of our chain, like this. In the message body, we can then enter whatever we want. This will be the message that will be actually sent to the user on Facebook Messenger. Okie dokie, now we really have finished and we can save and activate this Zap, like this. Let's go test it now. Just as a quick recap, we said that this Zap will get data from a form filled on a chatbot, save it as a new row in a Google Sheet, send a message to a Slack group, reply to the user on Messenger with a specific message. In order to test it, we need to trigger this form on the chatbot and fill it. So let's go to the platform, trigger this form, and then enter some data, just like we are doing now. As you see, a form really is an engaging, effective, and seamless way to get data and information from your visitors, easily transforming them into leads while they don't even notice. Okay, now we are at the confirmation step, so drum roll, and when we click on OK, this app should fire. Ready? Go! Okay, first of all, let's check the Google Sheet, and here's the data we just entered. Awesome. Now let's head over to Slack, and here's the message. Sweet. And finally, here's the message that was sent to the user. The form already had a thank you message set, but you see also the one from our Zap that was sent. Success! So, ain't that beautiful? But that's not enough. Let's create another Zap. This time we want to create a Trello card every time somebody triggers a reply with a specific tag. You can set tags for each reply in your chatbot and then use those tags for other marketing automations and to target and segment users very precisely. So let's create a new Zap, again choosing ChatbotsBuilder, but this time selecting the tag added to a subscriber action, like this. Let's confirm the account, and then let's choose the page we want to build this Zap for. This time, we need to also choose the tag that will trigger this automation. We can choose it from this drop-down right here. For example, we can choose the video one. Let's skip to the test, and our first step is complete. The start of the sequence is created. Now, we need to tell Zapier that we want this Zap to interact with Trello. So let's choose it from the list. The action we want to trigger is create a new card. And after we confirm the account, we can specify all the details required, from the board to the list and the actual contents of the card that will be created. We can combine and use data that we get from the ChatbotsBuilder trigger, for example, entering first and last name, and then saving the URL of this user profile in the card description. Okay, that was pretty easy and quick. So let's skip the test again and let's start playing with this new Zap. Let's save it and activate it, and now we need to trigger it in the chatbot to see if it works. We use this bot right here, and so we want to use this reply as it's the only one with the video tag. So let's open it in Messenger. Check out the video as it plays automatically. Sweet. And now let's go check out the Trello board, and there it is. A new card automatically created with first and last name, and in the description, the link to this user in our platform. Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed this video and you are now ready to use Zapier along with ChatbotsBuilder to build even more powerful integration and chatbots for you or for your clients. As you know, chatbots are an extremely powerful tool for engaging more with prospects, for automatically answering customer questions, for doing and for increasing the number and quality of leads and business that in general you will be able to receive and do on Facebook Messenger. So I hope you will be using the Zapier integration and in general the ChatbotsBuilder platform. I am available for any question or doubt you might have. Just click on the support button anywhere in any page of the platform and send me a message, and I will try to reply as quickly as possible. I thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you building chatbots on the platform.